No, this is not a dream. You're in the world of Inside Speaks. We're inspiring you to find happiness in your world. Guess what? We outside with it. We like to hammock camp, bike, as well as ruck. That's right. I'm an Army veteran. I served 2 tours, man, with some great individuals, man. We had our ups, we had our downs, just like you go through in life. But I tell you what, I'm gonna share some of them stories with you on this channel. What's going on, guys, man? Welcome back, man. Change your mindset. You only live once. That's what we're talking about today. We live on YouTube right now as we speak. I appreciate everybody that's tapping in, man. I had a long day yesterday. Not a bad day, not a stressful day, just a long day. Sometimes the kids want to play and they want to turn up with you, and listen, they'll have you running amok. But what we talking about today? That's right. We're talking about changing our minds, right? In order for us to change our minds, the best way for us to do that is to learn about new things, tap into some new things. And in our culture, you look like me, around some places I go, people don't like change too much. And people look at change as if it's a bad thing. Sometimes change is good. Matter of fact, I truly believe change is an amazing thing, and you should definitely be tapped in with it. With that being said, if you haven't already, make sure you share this, like this, drop some comments. You agree or disagree with anything that I may say today. As I learned the last live that I did, people can be triggered. So warning, warning, warning. We ain't here to trigger anybody, but I'm not here just to be your friend. I'm here to drop some information, talk about a few current events at the same time, inspire you to do something with your life today. And the only way we can be inspired by doing something with our lives is by doing new things, accepting new challenges, learning something new. I got my big cup today. Shout out to Angel. She got me this cup. And I'm down in these waters and all this type of jazz, man. But when you learn to do new things, life becomes a little more funner. You know what I'm saying? New experiences. I remember one time I got an opportunity to fly in a World War II plane. Real spill, antique plane out there in Wichita. Never, I was the first time ever meeting somebody that actually had a landing strip and an actual antique plane that actually still worked. And I got to fly in there. That same week, I got to go to this old school car show where they had the cars from the 40s and early 30s, like the old cars, like the tires that had rims that look like wood. You know what I mean? So new experiences, new developments, and things like that. But sometimes we are caught up in this idea that change is not good. And we're going to talk about some things today. And big shout out to Miss Tawana Fields, man. She hit me up with a comment earlier on the reel that I put up, right? And it was me jumping out the tree, landed on my feet and stuff. And she says, every time I watch your videos, I feel inspired to step up my game and go live. Yes, this is what I'm talking about, right? Most people, and she's a very influential woman out here, and guys can tap in with her businesses that she has, multiple businesses comes from the catering to the transportation services. Black Diamond Transportation Service, look up, is one of the biggest companies here in the state of Texas, so make sure you tap in with them. But when you learn to do new things, learn new experience, tap into new worlds outside of the quote-unquote norm, life becomes a little fun. It could be challenging at times, it could be stressful at times, but living the same old regular life, you become a robot. And I know that's the new thing now. Everybody wants to become the robot. Everybody wants to become this repetitious thing, and there's nothing wrong with repetition. There's nothing wrong with constantly doing things, gaining muscle memory and all that stuff. Good. But the way I'm talking about this is living a boring life. You don't live 30, 40 years on this earth and you haven't experienced anything new. And you wonder why when you do go out and you go lock in with people and they're having these conversations about these different places and you don't got nothing to say, is because you stayed in your little box. you know? And there's nothing wrong with that. If you choose to live your life that way, cool. I like to live my life very simple, and that's cool. But I do take opportunities to experience things. I got to take some trips out there to Arizona. I got to take some trips out there to Miami. I've took some trips to California. Those trips was not voluntary. Those was military. Hey, to California, that was a military trip. It was, hey, you gotta go to NTC, and that was a new experience for me there too. And I told y'all on this channel I was going to share some of these military stories, and that's what we're gonna do today. And we're gonna talk about how this actually changed my mindset on life. Now, you guys have been watching this content for a while, and y'all been seeing some of the videos and the talks I've done. You guys know that I'm not a cigarette smoker at all. We gave y'all the story about me not picking up cigarette butts. Listen, let me tell you something. What I did learn about going to NTC and not being a person that smokes cigarettes, you can make some quality money out there. When the PX, the little shop that they have out there, run out of cigarettes, you know what I mean? You can sell a cigarette for $1. You imagine how far people would go to make sure they get their fix, which is cool. No problem. You know, it was just a new experience for me. Joining the military was a mind-changing experience for me. You know, first time I ever got to, we're talking about the plane, or the first time I ever got to fly on a plane, right, and really remember and categorizing the events and stuff like that was me joining the military. Change of scenery, change of environment. Sometimes just a change of an environment can take you pretty far. And I'm going to show some things, and I'm going to show some videos in here, which I hope you guys are ready for, which I think you are. Tomorrow at 9:45, the entire video, that the piece I'm going to show you guys, will drop tomorrow. So get excited for that one. I'm excited about that one because I challenge myself. Y'all know I'm always challenging myself in some of these videos. They got this new PT test that they've got out, and right now it's actually not even called the PT test. It's called the AFT test in the military. And the AFT test is something totally different than what I was doing when I was in. And when I was in, it was called the PT test, where you did your sit-ups, you did your push-ups, and you did your 2-mile run. At the age of 41, I really wasn't expecting to, still rank pretty high in some of those numbers, which I actually did, and I took my time. I still, if you add up the numbers, you got to do, I think it was like 19 minutes and 30 seconds to do a 2-mile, and you had to do like 40 some odd push-ups. I think it was like 40 some odd sit-ups, right? At the age I'm at now, I was still able to beast that, like really beast that. Not shocking, not just saying anybody cannot do that. I mean, anything can be done, but it had to set in my mind, had to change my mind. Hey, bro, you getting a little older, but with a little motivation, a little push, you can still get out here and get to it and get after it. Right now, I am dead tired. I'm dead tired. I'm tired as hell, but I'm determined to keep this show rolling. So guess what? I got to get up. I got to make it happen. Had to make some calls earlier today. Had to have a little conversation earlier today. And still got in here and make it happen, right? So I had to have a mind shift. We have to, it's so powerful when you're able to control the mind the way you want to control it and not let outside energies dictate how you should be and who you look like and all these different things this system has put out for us, which I will say, some people will say, man, change ain't always good, bro. Change ain't always good. And I will say change is good most of the time, right? Like changing your personality, okay? Or maybe changing your way you think, your health, where you carry yourself, your vernacular, where you speak, right? These things are very powerful, and they can be tools to help you advance in life. I'm not saying that you need to do these things, but it would help. Sometimes we put ourselves in a box, and that's right, psychology. And here we go. Boom, Angel's talking about psychology. I actually will be starting school in August the 4th to be exact. She is a big help behind that. She's helping getting all the paperwork and all these different things done, and I am one of those people where I'll be like, yo, I am good at certain things and certain things I am not good at. I am good at reading different things, studying different, because I like learning. I like developing my mind. I look up different things that other people just won't look up. That's me. That's me. So doing psychology in school may be quite fun. I like answering questions. When in school they always ask you to write papers and stuff, right? Even in high school, I had to write papers on a little different things, right? I wrote a paper on Bonnie and Clyde. Yeah, I did that. Why Bonnie and Clyde? It's just a mindset. Like, you think about it. Now, the story is tragic. Yes. Am I championing the things that they did? No. But what I am thinking is like, wow, you guys are so young, and you take a good old girl and you put it in her head, hey, we're gonna do these things. She takes off with you and she's loyal to the T all the way down to where she's really the Billy badass and he Clyde wasn't that badass. Little Blanche was that one. And it's just, you gotta think about that thing. When you get determined to do something, your mindset has to be set to a certain way to where no matter what the opposition is, no matter what bad things may come down, none of the outcomes matter. It's just because you want to do this thing so bad. I also look at that with authors. I look at that with people that do movies. Yesterday, Angel and I watched this movie, right? And I just, listen, when it comes to watching movies, we can be very critical. Yeah. We can be very critical when it comes to movies, right? So we'll give you a few seconds, few minutes, maybe to start your movie off and watch it, and then if you start to lose us, we gonna turn or we gonna go attempt to watch something else, right? Now we're watching this movie, okay, and this movie is like how you guys are watching me on here right now. This is literally how it was like a Skype call or a Zoom call. And I'm not gonna lie, the movie was actually pretty good. I mean, it was decent. It was really decent. I'm pretty sure they didn't even spend a lot. When I say the entire movie was done like this, like how I'm talking to you guys and you had the other people on there and they was doing like this little seance thing. Look, I got the whole setup right here. Boom. They're doing a little seance thing and they got the candle in front of them and they talking to the spirits and all these different, and then all these different things start to pop off and happen. Now, if I sat there and told you before you even watched this movie, hey man, we finna watch this movie about these people doing a Skype call. We're gonna sit for an hour and 30 minutes and watch this movie. You're gonna look at me like I'm crazy. Cause your mind is set on movies are supposed to have these different scenes, different locations, different camera angles and stuff like that, right? But they did a really good job. And yes, the movie was called The Host. You haven't seen it, I suggest you go see it. I'm not saying it was like the #1 movie in the world, but it was just shocking how it all came about. And I really would take it as the writer of the movie actually did like most of the thinking process. Because you got to think about this. While the movie is going on, right, the movie is kind of like the video's breaking up here and there, not to scare you or nothing, but that's literally what happens in real life. What makes a good scary movie are things that can actually happen in real life. You know what I'm saying? That's when you start watching a movie and later on you start having ideas and dreams that, oh wow, this thing can really happen, right? Mine FUCK is what I just had watching that movie. I'm telling you guys, me sitting here, I'm not getting paid to talk about this movie, none. It was just shocking because when you going through them streaming channels, there's so many distractions you could just run into and just watch. So many of them. And when somehow you just end up clicking on something, and it's like, let me see what this is about. And it ended up being pretty decent. Changed my mind about movies now. I mean, we've seen Paranormal Activity. We've seen movies where the one person's running around with the camera, but they're still going to different locations. They're still doing different things, But when you see this one, it's like all on the webcam. And obviously, when you do see this, was done in 2020. I guess this was around the COVID time because in one of the screens, the lady ended up putting a mask on when she went outside. So Angel was letting me know it was probably done in COVID time, which makes perfect sense, you know. And I think when you know how to change your mind and look at things strategically, look at things in a different way, you're able to develop and create some amazing things. Like I was saying earlier about when it comes to being authors, right? And it's the same thing when I talk about Hourglass, and what's what we're talking about right now. Hourglass. This is a book that will send you on some loops, right? And when I say send you on some loops, it will shock you when the secrets come out, when the truths start to come out. You know, that's normally happen when people pass away. Now, I'm not saying referring to this book, but when people pass away, that's when a lot of people's secret comes out. A lot of secrets don't come out when the people are still living, because they're living. You know what I mean? I'm gonna come see you. Right? But with Angel's book, she has some mind twisting here. Like, you know, there are some things that happens in this novel that, one, you're gonna go through every emotion in this. I'm talking about you finna be happy, you finna be sad, you're gonna be mad, you're gonna be shocked. Then you're gonna want to get up and get your car and go hunt for somebody. That's how I was feeling. I wanted to go hunt for somebody. But I had to change my mind. It's still a book. But when something is so good, when something is good, you get sucked into it. Then it makes you feel like you're in the world of the characters. And you think about that, that's kind of how you can do your life. Seriously. Change your mindset. You only live once. And you know that YOLO, that's the reason why I put that only live once at the bottom of there, right? That only live once. When you think about that, that also could be scary. That also gonna be scary. You mean only got one time, one chance to get this stuff right and enjoy it to the best of my ability. And when that YOLO term came out a few years ago, and it was like the trending word at the time, only live once. You don't really. Yeah, or she can burn. She can get hit by a bus 30 times. Anyways, listen, I'm not advocating violence on here, but yeah, she can get hit by a bus 30 times. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, let's change it from the bus. She can get hit by a semi with snowplows. But you see, I changed my mind. You see how this is what's so good about entertainment. You know, I'm gonna get on. You know, I'm gonna talk about the India Irie thing and the little young Miami thing too. We gonna talk about that for a little bit too. But it's so funny how words and entertainment and music and different things can change your mind on different situations. Not saying it'll make you act, but it can change your mindset on different things. That's why I say I disagree with the idea that your environment controls who you are. No. You allow the environment to control your heart. You can get out of the environment once you realize the environment is not really meant for you. Some of us are so stuck in our own worlds and our own minds that we don't see another way out. And it's one more. Here we go. I'm really dropping some sauce about what she got going on in here without saying what's going on here, because there was some decision made in this book that were an individual had to get away. Hey man, I'm finna go, got this job, you know, I'm finna go do what I gotta do. Man, damn everybody else. Hey, listen, that's what some of y'all gotta start saying. Damn everybody else. But y'all not comfortable with that. Hell, y'all be mad when you don't get a like or share. Somebody don't say something to you on your special day, anything like that. You caught in the trap. Caught in the trap. And it ain't our fault. And it's more so your fault. But once you realize you can get away, you can be free from the chains, life comes a little bit better. This is what I had to learn. You know what I mean? 3 things I did get away, that I did take away from the military. I will say this, right? Discipline. I had that before I joined the military. Old man was strict on certain things, right? I had discipline. I knew right from wrong. But 3 things that I did get from the military is gain knowledge, be alert. So stay alert, stay alive. Y'all heard my kids in the video screaming that stay alert, stay alive, stay alert, stay alive. Right? And always, always, always be able to adapt. Them 3 things. Those 3 things have been key elements in the way I have built my life up to this day where we talking right now. Seriously. Had to change the way I looked at life. Had to change the way I looked at people. Had to change the people I was kicking it with. Had to. In order for you to enjoy whatever idea that your life is supposed to be, whatever you have in your mind, whatever you have in that picture frame. Those remember I was talking about when I was in that hospital at Stormont West and looking through the picture frame, looking through the window, right? Whatever you got in your spectrum, whatever you got in your view, as in this is how my life's supposed to go. You can have that. I talk about this land, bro. You always talking about land, bro. You always talk about land. Because I'm already seeing myself walking on him. Hell, I walk by all these different types of lands and people's yard. I walk by this stuff all the time, right? So I envision it so much. I know it's coming. Not just saying I'm manifesting. I'm actually doing things, going to school, lining these different things up to make it happen, and I'm not waiting for anything to make it happen. I have to change my mindset on, well, if I just pray for it, it's going to come. It don't work that way. You got to envision this so hard, so you got to really almost psych yourself out. You know what I mean? You almost got to be a little bit loony, you know what I mean, to believe something's going to work when you don't see it right and physically in front of you. But I see it so good, I could taste the air. You know what I mean? I could see the trees. I was talking about we were gonna start going to these nurseries and looking up these trees and different stuff and these plants. So, you know what I mean? There's a spot. We used to stay in a city called Anna, Texas, a little town, little Anna, Texas, right? Hell, they probably built Anna up now. But at the time we were staying there, we used to pass by this place, right, where they was building up this. I would call it like a little ranch hand, right? And you drive by it, and I'm looking at this place as, kind of like life. You're looking at life, and these different things happen, and you build a structure, you plant the concrete, and after they plant the concrete, they're putting up these pillars up, and they're just slowly building and building and building and building. But as we going on watching them build, we end up in the process of us watching them build the stuff as we passing by handling our own business. You pass by a spot and you see it, oh, they add a little more. Okay, cool. And then we ended up moving, right? We ended up moving to another spot, another location. Hell, we moved twice since we've been there. And by the time going back through, passing by, it's all complete and done. And when I say, wow, places like, wow. You ever imagine doing your life like that? It's kind of like life. You start building, you start laying foundations, you putting your pillars up, pillars as in structure in your life. You know what I mean? You just little by little. Things change, your mindset change, you get a little wise, you stop hanging out with certain people so you can focus on your structure, and next thing you know, boom, you're living the life that you want to live. That is how I watched. I'm not gonna say I watched every process, but watching a little process we've seen of them build kind of also reminds me of how we have to develop our minds in accepting what's new. Now with this India.Arie and Young Miami thing, I get it, guys. Oh, people making all this bad music and this hateful music and, storytelling ain't changed in eons, years. Now, you ain't gotta like it. You ain't gotta like people's music. You ain't gotta like what people are doing. Man, their music trash. But I think more so people are upset because they're winning. When people start to win, that's why I say about people gotta change their mindset on things. I get it. Man, they destroying the culture. Man, the culture been messed up. Things been messed up. Things been jacked up. It's just people talking about what's already going on. And here's the thing. It's going on. We're just bringing attention to it. these artists are bringing attention to it. They may not be doing it in a really creative musical way, but they're bringing attention to what's actually going on that you may want to ignore. That's one thing activists, some activists, not all, but some activists do this. Man, we need to cut this off. We need to boycott this. We need to stop this and this and this and this and this and this. We say all these things, but you know what's so funny? Most people talk about we need to boycott this, we need to stop this, be the main ones tapped in listening to it. Because the only way you knew about the song, you had to listen to it. Only way you knew about it, you had to listen to the lyrics. So you're still supporting it even though you're hating it. This is what we do, man. This is why I say some of us are so stuck in this mindset of, things need to stay the same. Things will never be the same. Things will always change. You know what I mean? Same thing what I was telling you about the Sam Cooke thing. Things can be bad now, but sometimes you need to have that bad. 3 days ago, I was talking about you got to have some bad. If things are going bad in your life, great. I put that title up. People are like, bro, that don't even make sense. Yes, it does. You got to have some things that go bad so you can see what's not working, what's not good, to where you can find some type of light in there to bring some good to it. Yin and yang. It works both ways. You got to have some bad so you can have some good. Gotta have some good, then you're gonna have some bad. This is how this works. You can gripe, you can get mad, you can argue about it, you can be like, man, look at what it's doing to the people. They ain't doing it to the people. This thing's been going on. It's been going on in R&B. It's been going on in hip-hop. It's been going on in rock. It's been going on in all type of music. It's been going on in the movies. If you watch action movies where the hero of the story goes out and he's Ramboing everybody, he's taking lives out here. He ain't the law. She ain't the law. She just taking people out. You championing that. But if someone made a song, man, I'm finna hit this block and do this to my family. I'm finna take the whole block out. And what's the difference? It's not really a difference. It's just how you protect the story. It's how your mind is set. Depending on how you vibrate in the world. Oh, man, And I hear it all the time. Man, these young generation, man, they so lost. No, they're not. They're not lost. Because when you was younger, that's what the old folks was telling you. Yeah, this young generation lost. Because their mind ain't changed. They're stuck in a way. They're stuck in their own window. So in their window, they only perceive these certain things. Just saying. Music that I was listening to and tapping in with, my parents didn't like none of that music. That ain't music. That ain't music. Okay. But when they were younger and the music they would listen to, guess what? That ain't music. That ain't good. It's the same thing. You can get mad about it. You can make posts about it. You can attempt to do this. Man, we need to boycott everybody. It's the same thing. You can stop this person. Somebody gonna pick it up and keep it going. This is why everybody's mad at Drewski. Yeah, you're mad at Drewski because he's showing you what you... You're only mad because now you gotta see it. When you have to see it on that level, that's when you upset. That's when people are mad. Man, bro, man, I don't like what he doing. Still don't. I mean, well, man, even if what I'm saying. But here's the thing. Even though people don't, this is why I say music is like medicine. There's different vibrations in there. Back in the day, people used to heal people by vibrations, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you get a glass of water and you tap the side of the glass and it shows these ripples out. Vibrations heal. Like, different vibrations heal, right? When you microwave your food, the food's not getting hot. The food is shaking so much and so fast. It's transforming into something. I had learned that. Shout out to Ben. Shout out to the people out there be looking up science stuff. I be looking up science. Shout out to Neil Tyson. He broke that all the way down. But that's what I'm saying. It's all about how we perceive things, how we look at things. Like, listen, Angel be having me watch these food. Let's do it. Let's do this. All right. So Angel be having me watching these food shows, right? Well, I'm locked into these food shows now, man. These shows is pretty awesome. Like we watching this show called 24/24. Not a bad show. You ain't seen it? Go check it out. Not a bad show. Got to cook for 24 hours straight. You know, ain't really no breaks unless you win some part of the competition. You may get about 10, 15 minutes of a break, right? And you're watching these food and you're seeing all these people put this stuff together. And, you know, and when you're a cook out here or you're a chef, you know anything about cooking, these people have to present their plates. Now, while they're putting this stuff together, it's like, yo, I would not eat that. I would not eat that. That should look like throw up. I'm not finna eat that. What the hell is that over there? And you're watching these put all this stuff together. And when they put the stuff together and they present the plate, you know, they get the plate and they present the plate and they present it to the judges, and then you get it, and the camera zooms in and it looks at the food and it's like, oh, damn, that kind of look good. It's all about how we look at stuff, so we got to change our minds, you know what I mean? Even when we doing these paintings, I'm doing this painting, right? And there's stages of the painting, even when I started the painting and restarted the painting and stuff like that, even doing the painting, right? Even doing the paintings, right? There's a process. You know, there's stages of doing the painting. It's going to start out looking like, it's going to look like shadows and blank, and it's going to look like shadows and paint splotches. You know what I mean? The color's gonna be a little darker. The color's gonna be it's stages. And then somebody come here and look at, bro, what the hell are you doing? That don't even look right. There's stages. And they're in your mind, you want to see the finished product already. But there's levels. And there's levels. And there's levels. Then you add detail. Then from the details you have highlights from the highlight. You know what I'm saying? So I would have to look at that when it comes to the food. You know what I mean? And sometimes, I will say this, I'm not going to say I just talk bad about people's food, but I have literally not eaten just because I didn't like how the food looked, right? But then again, and I'm getting to this turkey thing with Angel, right? So I can see it and be like, I'm not going to eat that. I'm going to eat this salad. And I'll be good, you know. But then again, I change our mind. Gotta change the way we look at stuff, you know. Just because you think it's not good, it may be the best thing you ever tasted. You know, you're just stuck in your mind saying, hey, I'm not gonna eat that. Now, here's the thing, right, with me, right? Even as a kid, I never liked pretzels. I don't like the smell of pretzels. You got pretzels on your breath, I'm going the other way. I don't like pretzels. I used to think those things was branches from trees as a kid, and that always stuck in my mind, period. And it ain't changed even to this day. Probably need to work on that, yeah. But listen, when people used to go to the malls, even when you used to go to the mall and they have the food counters, and they used to have something called a food court, right? And you go to the food court, they got all these little restaurants, and they always had little people with goddamn pretzels. These goddamn pretzels, right? I mean, you want to try a little pretzel? I don't want that tree branch. Take that from me. I don't want no tree branch today. I'm good. I like meat. Damn tree branch. It's something about the smell that I can't. Thinking about it make me want to throw up. I don't like it. It's just something about the smell. Maybe it's something that you just cannot stand. I don't know. Maybe it's Brussels sprouts. I don't know. It could be whatever it is, right? But your mind is so stuck on that you won't even give it a chance or a possibility to even think about taking a bite out of it. Same thing that comes with the music. Same thing when it comes to certain movies. Same things when you come out here and talk bad about some of these young kids out here. They only doing what y'all was doing. One thing I like what Big G said yesterday was talking about Tristan when Tristan was on the show, right? While she was on the show doing her thing, you know, I'm over here rolling. I had a whole scheme of what I was gonna be doing. I always had a segue for the next topic I'm gonna talk about, and then she came in and kind of discombobulated the whole show, right? But it was so funny, so uplifting, so good. She had me oh God, she had me, oh man. She had me so lost. But she was doing her thing. In her mind, I believe in her mind, her whole mission was get daddy off here so I can take over the show. And when I say she did that, right? But it was something that he was saying, like, the way the kids' minds work, they only are going to know what you teach them or what you allow them to see or what you allow them to feed into. Seriously, because when we start talking about the segregating and the race thing, she did not know why people call some of us monkeys. She didn't know. Had no clue, none whatsoever. And it got me thinking, right? Probably why I'm doing that psychology stuff now, right? But listen, it got me thinking, like, you know what? He got a point. We really don't be talking about none of that. We really don't be allowing none of that. Hell, I don't like, look, I'm put it like this. Daddy don't like my kids having friends around. I don't. I don't trust people. I don't know how you being raised. I don't know nothing that you got going on. I don't know what your people's doing. Daddy don't know. Daddy don't. I don't trust nothing. Hell, I don't trust the people that come here and attempt to sell something at the door. I'd rather let them sit at the door. Hell, I hardly ever answer my phone. As you guys see, I'm not wrapped too tight, guys. Listen, y'all know this by now, watching this long. You know I ain't wrapped too tight. But with that being said, watching her, you can learn something from your kids all the time, right? And I always talk about, man, I'm a second chance dad. I'm not the best parent in the world. I don't got all the answers. I always say that because I know somebody out here watching probably going through it, feeling like they done messed up in their kids' life. But let me tell you something. You got to change your mindset. Because your kids will show you some things that you ain't never thought of. And Trista is one of the ones. She gonna make you think. Right? And she be making these awesome little stop motion animation. I'll be watching some of the stuff. I'm like, yo, my baby's so twisted. I love it though. Because I think about me. And then have to think about her mom. Like, you know what? We do be doing some different things. We're really not normal. We're really not this idea what society say is normal. We're not. We're really different. We think different. We look at things different than most people do. Even watching Tanner and Taylor, they do things different. They mind, and I hope they never lose this. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm over here talking about change your mindset and change your environment. They're gonna be so advanced because we showed them so many different things, right? We let them experience what they want to experience. When they be putting up, they be creating their little stuff and they come present it to us. Hey, Dad, look at this. Hey, and it be normally kids normally present stuff when you're relaxing, when you're chilling, when you get in that seat and you just really I'm finally getting me a little 5-minute break in. And next thing you know, check this out. Check this out. Trista come up with a whole thing of box of cardboard. Listen. Yeah, we don't do the race card over here. We do, hey man, let me tell you something. We don't do that race card over here at all. Nah, we don't do none of that, man. Yeah, we have all type of ethnicities in this house. We got a whole stew pot of stuff. You know what a stew is. Got those stew pots and races over here, right? Which is cool because it gives our kids the advantage to be able to adapt. Remember, I said in the military, one thing I learned is you gotta be able to adapt to all situations, and these kids are gonna be able to adapt. Listen, my babies know how to do the Russian stuff. They know how to do sign language. It's all because of Angel. Angel sit here and teach them. And when I say school is really the daycare. They learn here. Right? And that's what I believe the advantage is, especially when it comes to the education system, right? With the education system, you guys are trained to teach one way and show one way, when we all know in life, we all have to learn different ways, different levels, and different types, especially with Tanner. Tanner didn't used to really talk. Tanner really didn't really talk like that until Angel and her magical ways, and she got so much patience, crazy. She got patience of I don't know what, man, and she would work with Tanner, and Tanner would get on this. I think the game was called not Minecraft, Roblox. It's one of these games. They would get on a little PlayStation. They would get on a PlayStation and play these games, right? And it helped him start to get his talking going. He'll start talking and start doing these things and these colors, and and now he won't stop. He won't shut up. Which is good. I love hearing him talk. I love hearing him talk. Taylor the same way. Now Taylor, he a star. That boy a star. He want to be in the limelight. He want to make sure he's heard. He want to make sure he's known. That's why I say, man, when you look at your kids and you think you failing in life, you think you're messing up in life, look at your children, man. Look at your children. If you have kids or not, look at your children and be like, you know what? We ain't doing too bad. We ain't doing too bad. You know what I mean? Shout out to the visual system. That's what you guys see me. I got right over here. You guys will see it on the screen here in a little bit. That's the best thing That's the best thing though. When they are encouraged and feel safe and comfortable to be themselves is a credit to both of you. Yeah, man, listen. I don't think we really hide anything from our kids at all. We don't. We be watching some stuff, man. And you just never know. You just never know when a kid will pop in. They'll pop in and ask you some questions, and I'm not finna not answer you. This is what this is. We was watching a movie yesterday, right? And this is not the host movie. What was the movie called? See, Angel's good with the memory of the movies. I think it was What You Wish For or something like that. Awesome movie. Awesome movie. It was the guy that played. He played in oh God, the story of, damn, I can't even think of it right now. But I actually did a drawing and a painting of this guy. Very awesome actor. But anyway, in the movie was at the point, you got the conflict of the movie, you got the climax of the movie. It was at the climax of the movie, and Tanner came in, and man, Angel over here like, yeah, get him, oh, ooh, oh, and Tanner over here, he turning up. He over there with his hand on the window. His hand is on the window, and then his other hand is on the couch. So where the couch is at and the wall is at, there's a window right here. So he jumping up. He just, yeah. And what's going on in the movie is bro is laying waste to all the bad guys. And he just turned up and told him to come over by me. And you got all the blood going, the guns, everything. It's old Western. Very good movie. All right. Awesome movie. Actually, it's number 5 on Netflix right now. Number 5 in the world on Netflix right now. Very awesome movie. And he's just going in. He's turning up. He don't know why. I don't think he know why he turning up. But guess what? He's doing it because he sees us turning up. Man, now we cheering for these dudes to get laid waste on. And What You Wish For is the movie. Yeah, What You Wish For is the movie. Yeah, see, you good with the top. You good with the name. Yeah, and those are the games that they were playing. Astro Boy. No, it's Astrobot. Astrobot and the Minecraft building game. Those are the games he was playing, and he would every time he would beat someone on Astrobot. Even before we bought him the game, he came on PlayStation, and he was killing the times. He was doing way better. He was doing way better than the adults that's playing the game. That's how we knew something special about this boy. And he's killing it. I mean, really killing it. Not pew pew. He's killing the game. He's beating the games. He's beating these times. He's getting all these trophies. All these trophies. Old Henry, yes. Old Henry. Old Henry is the name of the movie. Yes. You guys are awesome, the entire family, and it is reflecting how you are raising your beautiful kids. I appreciate you guys allowing me to be a part of the journey. Brother, listen, man. We gotta bring the kids out that way. We got our family reunion coming up, and we're gonna go out to the country in the backside and let them experience some time out that way. But yeah, I told Angela we're gonna take some trips, man. She about to get all her hair and all her stuff done, so she ain't gonna be scared to get on no cameras, nothing like that. But yeah, we are like that, and I think that is the thing, right? So a lot of people don't know I played in a rock band. I played in a rock band. I played the drums. Angel used to love all type. Hell, she still love all type of music, right? We love all type of music. We do all different type of things, you know. We're not the we're not the average sitcom family. You know what I'm saying? We're not the average sitcom family. we we not. We may be one of the special episodes, but yeah, we a little different. We a little different. You got a dad that ain't wrapped too tight. You got a mama that's dingbat crazy but super smart. You know, and you mix that all in the pot with some knowledge, some energy, and inspiration and creativity. You get them kids. Yeah, but that old Henry movie, he played in Buster Scruggs. If you ever seen Buster Scruggs, right? The story of Buster Scruggs, he was the actor in there. But yes, old Henry, and we're not gonna give the ending of old Henry away, but definitely you're into westerns, you're into like history. Very, very powerful. Very shout out to the director, shout out to the writers of that movie, because the way they put that together, edge of the seat. Definitely one of the ones that you think you know something and you're wrong. I'm just gonna let you know off top. You're wrong. You're thinking one way, but you're wrong. That's be the best movies. When you think you know what's gonna happen, and they hit you with that they hit you with that 52 fake out. You're wrong. So definitely awesome movie. If you haven't already, make sure you tap in with Jim's IT Publishing, man. You out here being inspired to want to get your books off the ground. You need knowledge on how to align your business and put your products and things out here the right way. Do yourself a favor and do your family a favor and tap in. You need a host. You need somebody to come speak at your schools. Tap in with Jim, Big G. He got the people for you. When it comes to the movies, it comes to accolades, when it comes to, hell, you can even go with sports. He knows things about some sports. You know, whatever it is that you may be looking for to become an asset for you, or you're looking for a platform to share your story. He gonna look up the facts, see if you're lying or not. But it's a great way to get your product and your business out here. Don't wait, don't hesitate, tap in today. You can go to Freeway Records LLC on YouTube. You can tap in there too. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. At the same time, at 5 o'clock every day, they go live and they dropping gems all day. Matter of fact, today they're gonna be talking about financial stuff. So you can tap in on there. You can learn about your money. You can learn about how to fix and flip. You know what I mean? A lot of different things you can learn on there as well. So make sure you tap in Tuesdays, Thursdays, Wednesdays, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every single day, 7 days a week. You know what I mean? You can tap in. Great things going on. Get inspired to make sure you tap in. But listen, man, I'm going to tell you, have a different look in life. You know, you could be stuck in your ways, and as we get older, I know we get a little bit stubborn. I'm a stubborn old mule at times. You know, I don't be wanting to do certain things, but Angel do get me to tap into some different stuff. She really do. I'm not gonna lie. Some things I just be like, I'm not finna do that. Then I end up liking it in the end. You know, so hey, I'll be honest. Yeah, the host. Yep, the host. Yep. She put the movies in there. Yep. Them the ones, man. Them the ones. So make sure you guys tap in with that. With that being said, at the same time, the weekend is coming up, the energy is coming up, and you like to be wet and wild. That's what's going on, man. Wet 26th edition at headquarters, the biggest club in Dallas. When I say the biggest, it is the biggest. It's large. It's huge, man. They changed the name to the club so many times. You was there you was younger, you was in there, you was a little younger, you was probably in there. It has some history. It's been out here for a while. So big shout out to Quest, man. Big shout out to the media team. Big shout out to the new people that's on the Quest Promotion team. You guys get to see that that announcement later on. But it will be with the Little Land guys. And you remember the Little Land guys, man? Angel was pregnant at one time. We'll say that story later on. But make sure you guys tap in July 18th, Saturday. Gates open 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. Swimwear attire is enforced. So don't be coming up there covered up. Anyways, make sure you guys tap in. It's going to be a great experience. 2443 Walnut Hill Road, Dallas, Texas. VIP sections are available. You know what the DM. Make sure you tap in at headquarters, man. Listen, hey, I love doing this. This is giving me new purpose in life, man. This is all the way up. Yo, check out the Warrior TV. Shout out Warrior TV. We'll check out Warrior TV as well. Make sure you go to Visual Systems LLC, subscribe to them, as well as go to Facebook. You can also tap in. I got this whole new setup, man, and I was checking it out earlier, even using a little system on here. I'm about to go through some of these programs, you know what I'm saying? You look for a mirror, you look for someone to be on your side 24/7, never get tired. And you tap into the visual system. I'm telling you, you might want to do that ASAP. I encourage people to tap in with different things, man. When you tap in different things, you can learn different things. And I love how this is set up, man, where I can just hit this button on here and say what I need to say. Visual, how you doing today? And it's going to read it right back to me. I love it. Leveling up, man. Leveling up. I love it. Make sure to tap in, my bros. Shout out to all my veterans, man. Listen, when I say this, people got stuff going on out here, they got stuff going on out here. Tap in, lighten yourself up. Got my ducks. Listen. Hey, we ready. We're ready. It's a TV show. We're gonna tap in and check it out, man. But make sure you guys tap in with everybody that we're talking about. Everybody that got things going on. And like I said, anytime y'all see me go live and you got something that you would like to share, I will send it to some individuals that's really out here pushing content like every day. You know, and I tell people all the time, I say this all the time, man. There are individuals out here that's got platforms that can take your stuff from 0 to 100 real quick. You got to ask yourself how bad you want it. Your mindset set in, well, man, we need to see the numbers and all that. Trust me, the numbers are there. The access is there. The contacts are there. You're doing yourself a disservice by sitting there twiddling your thumbs, wondering if it's going to work for you or not. You know, at the end of the day, I will say this. You don't want it bad enough, get out the way because somebody else does. It is what it is, man. Listen, like I said, man, I'm going to keep this thing going for an hour every day. I'm not cutting it short anymore. We're going to keep it at hours to keep these times right on the show and the series. And at the same time, you have a show or something that you want to put out here and you are committed to it, making it happen, pushing it, being serious about it, even on sick days, bad days, and all that, man. You want to tap in with Jim's IT Publishing Primetime Network, man, because they are going up. Seriously. So tap in, join in the conversation. He's got giveaways going on. You can win some stuff on the show. I'm just saying, you know, I don't want to be the only one. I'm going to take every prize. She tap in, but you got to really tap in to know. And you also got to research so you can learn some of these answers. You be asking some deep questions. So if you're really not in the know, you're going to go research right after the show, I'm telling you, because I had to learn some things my damn self. Real spill. So tap in. It's all up. Big shout out to JB Comedy, man. Listen, everybody doing things. Big shout out to Cherry, bro. Cherry, listen, hey, all right. We have a boy going, me and Angel's over there watching the show. Y'all had us going in. We was going in, man. But hey, listen, that's what's so good about being a part of this community, man. Nobody's offended on here. Nobody, you know, it's all love, man. Yeah, can you just imagine me and Triple P? Oh, my God. Yeah, that'll be something. And listen, and when I say it's a lot of people that be in there, bro, I'm talking about it. Be a lot, and it's a big, it's levels to this. There's a club on top of that club, right? Part of the same building. So depending on who you are, who you know, you can go to the back. Go to the top of a whole another club. That's knowing where all the celebrities are at before they come down and do the show. I don't know. I don't know how I know, but I know. I've been there a few times. guys. But listen, man, it's going to be a great event. Tap in, man. I'm going to get in here and bother Angel for a little bit and look up some of the stuff she's doing. I will be in school August the 4th, going to school for psychology. Shout out to Angel. She lined it up for me. So I guess I'll be walking across that stage as well. You know, I get committed to do something, man. I'm going to make it happen. So I'm excited about the schooling, man, and I will definitely keep you guys locked in on that. And at the same time, make sure you tap in with Angel and everything that she has going on, man. She is the source of everything. She keeps this thing going. She keeps showrunning, keeps me going. Because I ain't going to lie to you guys. I don't mind giving out 4 fingers and a thumb. You ever heard of it? 4 fingers and a thumb? 4 fingers and a thumb? Wow. But we keeping it PG. You feel me? We going to keep it PG. We going to keep it play. What my brother say? Shout out Steven. We gonna keep it playing the game, brother. We gonna keep. I'm locked up, bro. But we gonna keep it playing the game. We gonna keep it playing the game. So anyway, man, much love to my brother, man. He'll be home sometime soon, man. And we're gonna keep this thing going, man. I salute everybody. Stay inspired, keep going. New videos dropping 9:45 in the morning is when I upload videos YouTube, and they'll come out and drop the next day or the day after. So content is rolling out. I'm staying content posting up on here, and we are posting up videos of me jumping out of trees and doing all these new PT things as well, showing you guys there's a new way of looking at life. So change your mindset. You only live once. Enjoy it the best way you can. It's your boy Inside, man. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, you need to go tap in with the people we shout out, because when you say there's nobody out here helping you, use a bald-faced lie. Hey, also shout out to mom. Shout out to Miss Tracy, cause we got this little cricket thing. Now I'm finna get to do some magical surgeries and start creating some stuff. That's why y'all see me with a little mug right here. Angel got me this mug, so I'm gonna learn about a little cricket thing. I'm gonna show y'all this behemoth of a thing. We finna create some stuff. I don't know what I'm gonna create, but I'm gonna create some stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna create some stuff. So that's gonna be fun. So I've never really used one of those things before. But listen, tap in. It's been another great show. So you need something promoted. What do? You're gonna go to Jim's IT Publishing. You're gonna tap in on the website. You're gonna lock in on there. Drop your credentials, drop a little story so we can find out what you got going on. You got a show that you want to put out. Make sure you tap in with what? Jim's IT Publishing. Ain't gonna be turned up. All right? Look for promotions. Tap in with Jim's IT Publishing. I'm gonna keep putting that here until y'all get to do it, man. What P used to say, devil is a lie. You goddamn right, devil is a lie. Hey, all right, yo, what? All right, yo, man, you talking about them? You know what I'm saying? It was something. So if anybody that want to refer to a beautiful woman, real thick woman, one of my sergeants, Sergeant Roz used to say this, though. Sergeant Roz used to be like, man, say, bro, and girl over there, she thicker than cold grits. Hey, listen, I don't even eat grits, y'all, but I'm pretty sure that's thick. Shout out to all my veterans, the ones that are still here, the ones that have passed on. We still fighting for y'all every single day. As I go on, man, I'm going to start developing this thing more. I'm going to work on the opener a little more, and I'm going to work on the ending a little more. So I'm developing, I'm learning. Remember, this started out as me working on myself, and now it's turned into a show. Now I'm a part of a network now. So listen, I'm thankful for everything going. I'm thankful for that crazy woman I got over there. Keeping this battery in my back, keeping me pushing forward, keeping me going. All of us are not that lucky. I got to hit the lottery. It's your boy Inside. I hope you guys had a great time with me today. Remember, change your mindset. You only live once. It's all the way up. Let's get it. No, this is not a dream. You're in the world of Inside Speaks. We're inspiring you to find happiness in your world. Guess what? We outside with it. We like to hammock camp, bike, as well as ruck. That's right. I'm an Army veteran. I served 2 tours, man, with some great individuals, man. We had our ups, we had our downs, just like you go through in life. But I tell you what, I'm gonna share some of them stories with you on this channel.